Renee Good, she was, she was in the car. Okay, like the thing I don't understand is like, okay, her wife was outside of the car, you know, and so that I'm over here like, okay, so why is she outside of the car, and then she's inside the car? Because okay, she went on the news, right? And she said that these people are at this man got freaking, he was already ran over before by another car or whatever. It's like, how bad is his luck that somebody else is trying to run him over? And how is it that he freaking decides to freaking withdraw a weapon when, to say that freaking she died, and because of that death, so much is to come from that death alone, you know. It's mixed feelings about it, especially when it comes to like everybody having a bias, everybody saying that, oh shoot, ICE is justified in what they did, you know. This guy freaking already dealt with this before, and yet here he is dealing with it again, and finally discovered what fabric is. It was so interesting. Oh, you don't even understand. I saw leather for the first time. Saw the way you sew. You go up, down, crisscross applesauce so it doesn't open. And be real, opposed to you freaking writing a journal and being a freaking girl about it. Like being like, oh my God, my day, my life is like this. Like freaking, you're doing a video as it is. Reading a book. Give me a fuck. Oh, consequential things in my blasphemy. That was a big word. When an object is in motion, it tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. I fucking did it. I read a book. I read big words. Oh my God. I think the least they could do is, yes, take the money so that they could at least recoup something, you know, because y'all really did kind of F them over a little bit. But yes, they should have definitely done a contract. They should have definitely done something way before, but they chose not to. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, brother. I don't know what you did for me, bro. You did nothing. I don't know you like that, bro. Back up. Time deal. But they hyping the crowd up. They're like, hey, hallelujah. Oh, dance until y'all money fall out. Ooh. And then boom, all of a sudden they leave and they get into their car and they're like, shoot, I have my $1,000 in my back pocket. Where is it at? You can't get back in church. The second that everybody exits, they lock the motherfucking doors. They say, shit, time to scout, time to freaking see what's up, time to scavenge. And then they see that $1,000 down there on the freaking ground, and they're like, oh, bingo, because he greedy. You get pregnant with the word of God. This time it's freaking look in your stomach. You're a man, boom, pregnant with the word of God. Hello, my brother. I don't know, but Renee, I don't know her, but I heard her parents, they were a big Trump fan. I don't know, but you know what? I kind of feel bad now. I kind of feel bad that she died. Very tragic. I'm very sorry. You know, they did a very bad thing. I feel bad almost. But she wasn't a Trump fan, so I don't care. Is what I'm assuming Trump would actually say after the fact that he already apologized for that one thing. You know, I'm assuming he's going to be over here going like, you know what, I apologize. Like, because now I know that freaking her parents were fans, you know. the big fans apparently, like that's what he heard, right? Word of mouth. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, brother. What can I say? But anyways, welcome back to another Unk Status episode, brother. It has been a while. Okay, not gonna lie, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I miss it. Not gonna lie, I missed coming trying to do podcasts, but it's like I said, it's a hard thing to do, especially when you're doing solo things. But you know what? We are back for an Unk Status episode. Unk Status, brother. I said it from the beginning. I'll say it again. I'll say it until I die. It means a lot to me. Okay? It means a lot to me. It means immensely to me that, I do this because everybody needs to know this stuff. Everybody needs to know, become knowledgeable about these things, bro. But today is going to be a crazy little episode. Today, yesterday, what I just said in the beginning, he discussed this on the news, whatever. He said that he found out that her parents were they liked him. Apparently, like somebody had said that, just letting you know her parents were big fans of you, man. Like, so then now what? Like, he just wants that little vote now. He wants those 2 little votes just to be like, yeah, we want to keep on the good side, let's just say. But I don't understand why, because at first he was just over here like, she's freaking like, I don't care, but that's what we're going to talk about. So I say a week ago now, or like almost 2, I'm not sure really. There was something that occurred with a protest in ICE, right? So there was an ICE protest that occurred in Minnesota. I'll put it up here what it is, okay? I'm sorry. I just wanted to come online just to talk to you guys about like what's going on, because like it's what's been like running around in my head, but Renee Good, she was in the car, okay? Like, the thing I don't understand is like, okay, her wife was outside of the car, and so then I'm over here like, okay, so why is she outside of the car and then she's inside the car? But apparently, like, they're saying that she was stopping ICE and like she was blockading them, right? And so then they told her like, yo, move it, whatever. But then you're getting words hearsay where they're saying like, oh, she lives right here, but then all of a sudden they say like, she's not even from the state, like she's from a whole nother area, whatever, Idaho, I don't remember. I'll put it up there again. Time frame 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Okay, but it's like they're saying she was pulling out of her driveway. I don't really know what's the truth, to be honest, but they told her like, move, right? And so then when she was backing up and ready to move, they told her stop. So then it was like her wife was recording and she said like, move out the way. Like she was starting to say things about ICE, and so she was the ICE guy was over here instigating things. They teach things about de-escalation. Yet here this guy was talking smack, and then she was over here going like, I'm not mad at you. Like you're doing your job at the end of the day. Like, we do not agree with like you guys being here, but at the end of the day, you guys are here, so we might as well have a say in like what we believe is right and what's wrong within our state, within our country in general. Because it's like, you think about all these things when it comes to morality, and then you look at the Bible and how they talk about morality, and how the whole entire Trump administration is talking about Christianity, and how their beliefs are technically supposed to be within the Bible, right? And how they're supposed to go around about like freaking human rights and all these things. So it's like, you talk about all this Christianity stuff, and even the people that voted for him talk about all this Christianity stuff, yet look at the position that we're in. Like, you're talking about all this Christianity, yet you're over here freaking dehumanizing immigrants. You're dehumanizing all these people that want to have a better life. Yet this is what you guys do. And then there's people that are just brain dead people that freaking go on the news. Freaking, we got, what was her name? Freaking, it starts with an N, whatever freaking, you already know. Pamela, freaking, whatever, the ICE administrator, freaking, whatever her face is. Hold on, give me a second. Not gonna lie, I'm back. I kind of had to low-key look up some things as well. But that lady is none other than freaking Kristi Noem, and Pam Bondi. Both of these people, man, get them out of here. Because, okay, she went on the news, right? And she said that these people are radicalizing everything. They're taking things out of context video, out of context footage. You know, they didn't see the other side. This man got freaking, he was already ran over before by another car or whatever. It's like, how bad is his luck that somebody else is trying to run him over? And how is it that he freaking decides to freaking withdraw a weapon when you're not supposed to be in the way, first and foremost? And secondly, did you not see that how the wheel was slightly turning a little bit to the side? Like, it was going straight, and she saw, I guess, the guy, because, you know, I'm assuming she was looking to her left, and all of a sudden the guy in the front is like, oh shoot, my bad. You know, like, I would go and do the same shit. If there's people talking to me over here from the left side ready to freaking like crash out because they can't freaking control their emotions, it's like, brother, first and foremost, I am not ICE. I am not a police, so I do not have to control my emotions. These guys have a job to do, right? Control their emotions. Freaking not freaking holster your weapon, my guy. You know, like, don't freaking draw. Don't draw. Like, holster it, brother. Keep it in your pockets. Like, I don't understand the hardship of this. Like, I don't know how much of a hard decision it is for you to just freaking have the common decency to freaking just understand that, hey, you know what? People are scared. People have this type of feeling of, yo, like, when is it going to be my turn, you know? For like, okay, you could be a legal citizen here, yet they're going to freaking want to deport you. It's like, bro, I'm from here. I don't have to tell you anything. That's the whole entire point of laws. And that's the whole entire point of like your rights. You know, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. You have a right for a lot of things. That's why people love this country, because they're not about the other stuff that people in other countries have to deal with. So it's kind of frustrating that she was going to go and leave, but then all of a sudden they told her stay, yet she was about to still leave, which is like, I understand, you know, these people are very much chaotic when it comes to dealing with situations. I'll just keep it at that. By the way, this is my little hoodie, brother. Have people sponsor me. I'm still down for a sponsorship. But it's like, how do I already forget? I don't know, bro. How is it that, like, how is it that you want me to just stop for you if we've already seen all these videos of people that have complied, yet they still get harsh treatment when it comes to like, okay, like, I stopped. What else do you want me to do? I stopped. I'm listening to you. I am a legal citizen. I'm legal. Yet you're still going to take me out of my vehicle? You're going to enter into my property. In my property. I am allowed to record in my property. I'm allowed to record outside of my property. I'm allowed to record anywhere I please. you know? Because at the same time, that is something that they have to do as well. As soon as freaking ICE has to do all these things with footage and like all that cam stuff, it's game over for these guys. Because you know they have to have their freaking body cam on for purposes of what was supposed to used to be just for safety for them is now safety for us. Because, you know, we need to know what these crooked people will start to do when freaking we can't record and now we're stopped by these guys, yet by law they have to have theirs on, you know? So that's to say that how is it that you want her to stop after she's already seen this, she's already gone through all this? Like, she knows at the end of the day that she wanted to be on the right side of what is the story that is to come years later of, dang, this is what really happened. So it's frustrating to me that these people are doing all this craziness and she had to endure what was a freaking, I'm assuming she didn't die right away, dude. You know, like she felt something and it's like, it just sucks because, you know, at the end of the day, you can have remorse for both type of parties, right? And at the same time, I hate both parties. I do not like neither or. Okay. The truth is, politics is probably one of the worst things ever created because every single party is created regardless for freaking financial gain. Okay. Like, yes, they want to say like, oh, you know what? This is going to be good for you guys. It's going to be great for you guys. You know, like they try and think that, like, say that everything is just for us. Yet when you start slowly peeling a little bit of skin, you start realizing, oh my God, look at what they did. They freaking pardoned this guy. They pardoned this guy. And they're all about these different parties. You know, so it's like, it's like I feel for her. I feel for, I guess now her widow wife, and so she had children as well. So like now the children are not having a mother involved in this. So that's to freaking say, damn, that light went down. Okay, that's to say that freaking she died, and because of that death, so much is to come from that death alone. You know, it starts to like peel at like the actual corruption that freaking Kristi Noem is now saying, because after her death happened, people said that it was her fault. You know, it was her own doing. She didn't stop. She didn't pull over. She didn't do this. Yet you start seeing more of the footage. You start seeing the footage of the cop where it probably shows him, like it showed him freaking recording, right? Well, he was recording with his phone, right? And then he drew with his right hand the weapon, and then he shot her in the face. You know, almost instant kill. But it's just a really freaking hard thing to deal with when it's like. What? What you want? It's just a really hard situation when you start seeing all the footage that comes out, and then everybody has mixed feelings about it, especially when it comes to like everybody having a bias, everybody saying that, oh shoot, ICE is justified in what they did. You know, this guy freaking already dealt with this before, and yet here he is dealing with it again, and this time he was not about it because last time he was hospitalized, right? And then it comes out that he got hit, right? Quote unquote hit. Yet the footage from the left side recording forward, it showed him not getting hit at all, and she just either nicked him, like, okay, a hit, nicked him. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Crazy, right? He could have moved to the side. Is he not fast enough? Aren't you supposed to have the freaking agility of a freaking spider to be moving real quick and swiftly to the side? It's not that hard. You expect somebody to stop when you're freaking doing all this craziness? No. You're supposed to de-escalate, not escalate. Point blank, period. It doesn't matter what side you are on. regardless, killing somebody is killing somebody, especially this person who isn't an immigrant, isn't illegal, is a legal citizen, or was, right? Because now she's gone. But then you see Christy Gnomes over here talking on to the press saying, you know, like she was an initiator. She was a freaking like she did this all to herself. Like, you know, it was all freaking everything that the cop did was justified. You know, he did corrective action. He did what he was supposed to do, or else he would have died. Okay, shoot. Last time I checked, I saw somebody who got ran over at freaking the speed that she was going, which was like freaking 2-3 miles an hour. She wasn't even going fast yet. Okay, he gonna die. That's a point blank period. He gonna die. I seen somebody get run over by a freaking semi truck, and the person was freaking fine. Like, okay, maybe a broken freaking leg or something. Okay, but still alive. You don't freaking die from a 2 mile an hour freaking car, freaking going not too fast. Yeah, okay. He was about to die. Shoot, man, I fear for my life too. I was just watching it. I was just watching the video from his POV, and I feared for my life. I feared for my life. So shoot, I damn near almost freaking drew my own weapon, man. I said, ha. I almost did it. Because that's how much I fear for my life. Just watching the video, I was shaking in my boots. Which is, it's crazy that that's what people are actually thinking, that everything that he did was fine. And then it came out like, what is it, a few days later that he was in the hospital, whatever, allegedly, and that he was suffering from internal bleeding from the accident that occurred, or from the incident. How is that possible? She said that he was hospitalized. Christine Nome said that he was hospitalized. Yet you see freaking him walking. Literally freaking walking. He wasn't run over. They said he was run over. He was not run over. He was legit walking, not even limping. You still see him with his weapon drawn. But okay, you gonna say that he almost died. Believe what you want to believe, man. You know, the truth is, these people will say anything from any party. They will say anything just to justify it. You know, it sucks. It sucks regardless what happened, right? I think everybody can see a human for a human. That happened, and then there was an incident where, let me find out her name again, because Christine Levitt, or whatever, Caroline Levitt, okay? She was being interviewed by people, okay? Well, interviewers, whatever, journalists, whatever you want to call it. And this guy asked her a question, and the way that she answered it was, oh, so you're a biased reporter and you shouldn't be here. Like, brother, he asked you a simple thing. She asked him a question and he answered with, yes, I saw a ICE person shoot a lady, tragically shot her, and now she's dead. Okay, simple. I think you can sympathize with that, right? You could easily be like, okay, yeah, I agree. That was a terrible thing. He was not supposed to do that. And he is fired immediately. And he's going to jail because he murdered somebody. Yet, no, she didn't say that. Oh, you're a radicalist. You're a biased reporter. Yeah, we don't want you. Like, brother, there's no bias to that. There's a freaking person that died. A person died, yet you're over here freaking saying everything that he said is just whatever. Like, I don't care. Sympathy does not exist, especially nowadays that we live in this society with these politicians that think that they're gonna freaking just bend over backwards because freaking Daddy Trump. You know, like they just want to do it, whatever. You know, like let them do whatever they want to do. I saw something that had occurred yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm not sure, but I saw that apparently Donald Trump pardoned some governors or somebody's son. And what did he do exactly? Apparently, he was a meth guy. Like, he freaking created meth. Like, he was a meth dealer. And it's like, I thought you didn't want drugs, and that's why you were taking out the people that are illegal because they are people that sell drugs. So which one is it? What is it? You pardon this type of person that freaking was literally a meth lord? Yet freaking people that are illegal, yet they haven't done anything wrong, get deported? Okay, brother. Shoot, man. I might as well. I'll just do a self-deportation right now. Shoot, I need that $3,000. I'll go. Quick little vacation. Come back. Cause why? Cause I'm legal and I just lied. Boom. And free transportation. They said free transportation. It's a free transportation. Sign me up, brother. I'll take that free trip to freaking Cortes Caicos or whatever it is. Take me to freaking Monterrey. Take me there, brother. That's where I'm from. Yeah. He's like, where you from? Oh, I'm from Monterrey. You know me. Take me there, brother. Free flight? Is that what you said? Free flight? I am there. Meet me there. Okay. So, but other crazy things happened. The president of what was it? Colombia, right? Yeah. Got Mandula, whatever his name. He got arrested. He got arrested in his sleep in his tech fleece. You feel me? He was teched out. He was freaking over here all like, he was like, you know me, I'm dripped out in that tech, in that Nike tech, brother. The memes were crazy because it's like, you see a president, you do not expect him to be in Nike tech. Yeah, this Brody was over here in all Nike tech. But then you see pictures of him being initially handcuffed, and then you see him in other pictures. There's like 3 different freaking outfits, 4 different outfits that he had on. How did he have time to freaking, like, where did he withdraw these freaking outfits from? Like, what? Like, I don't understand that. So it's like, I don't know what to believe nowadays, to be honest. But so that happened, which people are saying that freaking that they felt free. I don't remember if it was Colombia, but you know what I mean. I think it is, but Venezuela. It was Venezuelans, because they're freaking infested with drugs or whatever, cartel, whatever. I don't freaking know, but apparently he was a part of it, and that people didn't like him because of that, and that he had like other types of power, that he would do corruption within that government as well. And apparently, like, it was him and his wife that got arrested, but he has kids. I don't know, but that happened. It wasn't really like, for me, I'm like, okay, he got arrested. We are involved in this now. They said that apparently like the vice president took over, yet he chose that vice president. So it's like, is it still corrupt because she's associated to him still? Like, it's like he chose her, and freaking she's president or acting president, quote unquote. But like, because they gave mixed things on whether or not she was president at that point, like acting president. But then we got freaking them saying like, oh no, we took over. Like, so the USA took over. And then now we want to take over Greenland. because we don't want any other area to freaking be there, because then they're gonna watch over us. And it's like, we need everything. It's like, why do we need to freaking have all this quote unquote like power? It's like, brother, we have paranoia up the ass. It's like, I don't think they're gonna do anything. They're like, well, you never know. You never know. Yes, you never know. To be honest, you never know. But that's where we freaking just work harder on our freaking army, okay? Shoot. That's why we have freaking weapons that if they decide to shoot missiles at us, we have freaking missiles that freaking home on them and freaking destroy them before they even land here. It's like, there are procedures for everything, yet now we want to take over Greenland, and then Greenland is over here like, there's like been TikTok videos on the people that are from Greenland that are like kind of mocking us. And it's like, I agree with y'all. I agree. I side with y'all. It's like, it's BS that freaking we want to take over freaking Greenland and then Venezuela. He initially said it was because like this guy was a corrupt person, right? But then later on, it's like they robbed our oil, and so now we want to take that part of the thing. And then he had a business there. He had an oil business or whatever there in Venezuela. But now I feel like everything is just all out of money at this point. You know, I don't think there's any genuine like, oh, we wanted to stop this president because he was actually harming everybody else. Like, why do we have to be like, oh, it belongs to us. The oil belongs to us. USA. Like, okay, fuck, man. Freaking, I don't understand it. We had all these freaking people on our side. We had NATO. And yet NATO at the same time is slowly going to start turning their heads onto us. Yes, because of the shit that we be pulling. And it's like, we were good with oil. Just because we want our shit to be just free at this point, we want it to be free. We want it to be cheaper. It's fucking stupid. The plans that they're doing are just dumb. I don't understand it. You know, and this is just coming from somebody that I don't read up on too much of this. Yeah, it's because I don't want to freaking get too captivated over this freaking administration one, over the politics of it all. And just the way that maybe these things are going to slowly start affecting me, start affecting everybody in this world. And it just kind of sucks. But yeah, right now, gas is $2.61. Okay. I don't know what to say. Was it because we took over Venezuela? I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. It's just tough right now. But so that happened. What else? Freaking, we got Vivette, CENAT. Simple, right? CENAT freaking stopped streaming after the freaking Mafia-thon, whatever. He focused on the 10th or something for creating his own brand. I don't know if it was the 10th. It was some fucking time last year. But he created his own brand called Vivette, Latin for something. Somebody saw that when they put, can you come up with a Latin name for a fucking clothing brand? Vivette was like the first freaking search, like found. Like, oh, Vivette sounds like a really cool freaking concept. So people are saying like that, oh, he just went on ChatGPT and fucking found this right away and just said, oh, I like Vivette, you know? And then but CENAT came out with a video on YouTube, and he was like, yeah, like I came to Italy, you know, I freaking went to France, and like freaking I was scouting. I was looking for freaking clothing pieces. Like, I was figuring out materials. I was figuring all my shit out. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I mean, he could have just gone to Japan. You know, I think Italy is a place where, Louis Vuitton, freaking all these designer stuff. I think that's what he wants to go for. So that's probably why he went to Italy and stuff, like for overpriced material. But I don't know. That's just on him. You know, I feel like I get it. it's a different type of thing that he wants to do with designer. Like, I think he wants to actually have it designer clothing. I don't think he wants to just do it as a regular clothing brand. I don't mind it. I think it's a cool concept. I did like the design that he came up with, or whoever came up with it, you know? It's cool. It kind of reminded me of Oakley a little bit. And so he did that. He did the video. He was talking to his mother. And then slowly he started, he had a journal. He was journaling his whole entire journey, taking pictures of everything that he was doing, of where he was at. And it's like, okay, I get it. And then you see a video of him being in a freaking fashion place, whatever designer. It's a freaking place where people go to freaking like watch clothing, like a fashion show. It was a fashion show, whatever. And you see him wearing all black, and then you see him, guess with what? His little notebook. It was right there, freaking. You see notes, you see pictures. Somebody was there going like, "Oh, what's in the notebook? What's in the notebook?" Brother, it's his freaking words talking about, I finally discovered what fabric is. It was so interesting. Oh, you don't even understand. I saw leather for the first time in raw form. I saw the way you sew. You go up, down, crisscross applesauce, so it doesn't open. And so it mends together, creating this tight knit fabric thing that, boom. Oh, I made a sweater out of this. Oh, I made a freaking, I don't know. I'm just a hater, bro. I don't like CENAT. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yes, okay. That's all it was, though. You know, it's just like, okay, freaking, I would much rather just have you freaking take pictures and be real, opposed to you freaking writing a journal and being a freaking girl about it. Like being like, oh my God, my day, my life is like this. Like freaking, you're doing a video as it is, brother. Just freaking take pictures, record your life. Don't be over here acting like you're actually wanting to write things down. And then he was over here like, I'm reading a book. Give me a fuck. Oh, consequential things in my blasphemy. That was a big word. You see that? That's a big word. That's a big word. Hold on. You see the words. If, oh my God, hold on. This is getting very insightful right now. Hold on. When an object is in motion, it tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. I fucking did it. I read a book. I read big words. Oh my God, bro. I didn't have to read a book to fucking know that I can read. I did not have to read a book to know that I freaking can learn big words easily. Like, okay, I freaking went to high school and I learned big words out of high school. How? Listening, brother. Listening to freaking listening to videos on YouTube. I learned these words out of high school. I didn't learn a word bigger than blasphemy in high school. I freaking learned it all watching YouTube videos, watching just interesting things. It's his fault that he didn't want to learn interesting things. It's his fault that he freaking chose to be in a certain type of lifestyle. That was all his doing. That was all his choice. It was his choice to hang out with the people that he wanted to freaking hang out with. you know? And it's like, okay, I think keeping the whole entire, I wanted to expand my knowledge on bigger words to himself, you know? I think showing yourself in the video and showing self-growth in itself was enough. You didn't have to do a whole freaking, you know, I was born with dyslexia. I didn't know this word and it would always flip on me. And then freaking make a whole video on that. You know, everything could have just been done without a freaking him having to say it all like, you see me? I'm knowledgeable now, you know, like, I'm better than you. Like, I think that he's been on an ego thing for the longest time. That freaking him saying that I know words now is like another big accomplishment that he wants everybody to know, and that he wants people to be proud of him for it. It's like, okay, you know big words. I do too. And that's without having to read a whole book that you quote unquote read. Okay, brother. I don't get it at all. You know, it's like everything could have just been done behind closed doors. Yes, freaking record a video, do a documentary, whatever you want to do. You know, like, oh, you want to build suspense over a brand? Oh my God. Just do it in a regular fucking way. Fucking weirdo. I don't get it. And then people are just fucking dick riding. But that's why I'm on status, because I'll say things for what they are. There's no need to have to sugarcoat anything. I'm just being me. I'm just being honest. Everything that people do are sometimes dumb. And what he did, okay, I'm proud of you. You're doing a freaking clothing brand. I hope it's actually really good. I hope everything goes well. I hope that you succeed in it. And I also hope that you don't overprice it. But you most likely are. Because, okay, you're famous. Everybody will freaking ask that D. You know? But that happened. I don't think anything really too crazy went down after the fact. You know, like, yeah. That's really all I got. Shoot, freaking FaZe got disbanded. We knew that from December. It was simple. They slowly said that they started losing things like cameras and equipment like that. Like somehow it went missing from the house. And now they're alleging that they're stealing the stuff and that they're taking their stuff because they're petty and that they want revenge for freaking them spending money on them not having to put anything in. It's like, okay, you took my cameras. I don't care. You know what? Like, you freaking paid for all my stuff regardless, you know? So it's like, I think the least they could do is, yes, take the money so that they could at least recoup something, you know? Because y'all really did kind of F them over a little bit. But yes, they should have definitely done a contract. They should have definitely done something way before, but they chose not to. You know, they played it and thought that, you know what? We're going to do this out of love. And then later on, we might want to be like, hey, you know what? Like, I think we're still in the net negatives. Have a regular conversation with them and be honest about everything, opposed to just being like, hey, just letting you know, like, sign right here. And we don't take 20% of whatever you do. It's like at this point, they don't even need you anymore because we're already better. We're already higher than you. We're on another level. We're better than you. And so then they left. They don't want to be a part of that. Shoot, if I'm over here getting free housing, getting all this for free, and then not have a contract on top of that, and all I gotta do is freaking promote a little bit of like freaking Four Loko. Okay, I'll do that. No problem. Free house, free rent, freaking free everything. Sign me up. Content, I do everything sponsored. Everything is already done for me. And all I gotta do is show up and be myself. Okay, I'll do that. No problem, brother. But the second you freaking want to take 20% off of me, I'm out of here. I'm out of here, brother. I don't know what you did for me, bro. You did nothing. I don't know you like that, bro. Back up. Type deal. But it is what it is, you know. They could have gone around and done things differently than what they did, you know. And that's okay. Last thing I really wanted to really talk about was Drewski, okay? Drewski came out with his skit, and this skit was about mega churches. Not MAGA churches, mega, okay? Big churches, you know, big production, you know, like freaking people flying, soaring in the air like there's no freaking tomorrow, you know? They're over here freaking saying, and the Lord raised him from the ground. And he over here starts flying. And then that's just what they do, okay? I don't know. And they start singing and preaching and stuff. You know, they hyping the crowd up. They're like, hey, hallelujah. Oh, dance until y'all money fall out. Oh. And then boom, all of a sudden they leave and they get into their car and they're like, shoot, I have my $1,000 in my back pocket. Where is it at? You can't get back in church. The second that everybody exits, they lock the motherfucking doors. They say, shit, time to scout, time to freaking see what's up, time to scavenge. And then they see that $1,000 down there on the freaking ground and they're like, oh, bingo, because he greedy. So, okay. So he did the freaking video. He did the video about them. And there was a scene that he freaking had Christian Dior on, right? And he said, I wear Christian Dior because of Christ. And then he said he got risen up with the cables and he freaking said, I wear freaking red Louboutins, whatever, because I walk in the blood of Christ. And then fucking it goes crazy. And then he says, this lady, she cannot get pregnant. So you know what? She gonna be pregnant with the word of God. And then freaking started saying, you get pregnant with the word of God. He was freaking doing like you get pregnant with the word of God to everybody as if freaking he was freaking Ellen DeGeneres or freaking Oprah Winfrey over here freaking going like, oh, look underneath your seat. But nah, not this time. It's freaking look in your stomach. You're a man. Boom. Pregnant with the word of God. But he did that. And then he freaking had another scene where he went out, whatever, you know. He was saying some stuff about like, well, freaking giving money away. And it was like, oh, we're going to be doing a fundraiser, freaking donations for freaking... We're going to expand our church for Zimbabwe or whatever he said. I forgot. But he said a small donation of whatever. And so then it was not even just that. It was like he said it was for this. And then all of a sudden there's a scene where he freaking is just sitting, like laying on the couch, whatever, counting the money. And he's just like, And then there's a song that's freaking playing too. It's freaking hilarious. I liked it. And then there's a last scene where he gets stopped by somebody and he's in his freaking Bentley or whatever freaking, I forgot, Rolls Royce, whatever car it was. And the guy freaking puts his hands on the car and he's like, whoa. He's like, hold on, Pastor. And then he's like, get your hands off my car type deal. And then he's just like, hey, can you like help me with this? And he said, did you contribute? And he said, no, sorry, I couldn't. And like, something like, and then he's just like, oh, get the fuck out of my face. He fucking spits. But that happened in the video. And then all of a sudden, people weren't happy. Freaking the pastors weren't happy about it. Freaking about these, because they knew they were talking about them, you know? And so they were just over here like, you know what? We freaking had his money, but it's for the church, quote unquote. And then they freaking come out with like all the stuff that they got with it. It's just like, oh, whatever, brother. You know that you guys are in the wrong. And then there's freaking a thing. Somebody had freaking commented on it saying that I don't get the skit because it's like, why? It's like you're making fun of God himself, you know? And it's like, I don't think you get it. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to make, like, you're making fun of God. I'm just saying. But it's like, we're not making fun of God. We're making fun of the people that are in the mega churches that are freaking pastors that are over here acting as if they're doing it for the love of God, you know, and they're doing it all for the God. And it's like, that wasn't the case at all. You know, these people are just money hungry at the end of the day. And we hear it all around about the freaking Copeland, and then Mike, John, whatever his name is, like, whatever his name is, man. And it's like, there was one guy that said something about, like, if you give 1 plus 1,000, and it's like, she's like, I only got 1,600 priest, or freaking pastor. I only got 1,600 pastor. I'll get the rest later. He's like, you're not listening. You're not listening. And then he starts making fun of her, I guess. Like why you freaking embarrassing her in front of everybody? Like, bro, she regardless was giving money. What you need it for? Like, if it's not for you, you being fucking greedy. It's all greed. And that's something that's against the Bible. But whatever. I don't know. But honestly, that was it. That was all I got, brother. If I was freaking ranting on for a minute, I was ranting on. But this has been your boy. Make sure to freaking drop a like, comment down below, subscribe, share to your family, mother, wife, sister, daughter, everybody, freaking baby, newborn, everything like that. Freaking just subscribe up. All right. I freaking will be more consistent. I have to make another video pretty soon. And yeah, that's all I got. All right. Until the next one. See y'all.